Jeffrey Epstein's closest friend and collaborator, sentenced to 20 years in prison for her role in his crimes, now Ghislaine Maxwell has testified to U.S. Congress. So who is she, and why did the convicted sex trafficker face questions about the case in the Capitol? Maxwell was once a glamorous British socialite, the daughter of the disgraced media magnate Robert Maxwell. She met Epstein in the 1990s, and they had an intimate relationship for years. When that ended, they stayed close friends, and this is when she began helping to recruit, groom, and abuse underage women along with Epstein. The Department of Justice said Maxwell spent almost a decade targeting vulnerable girls, creating a network of underage girls for Epstein to exploit. She was also a friend of former Prince Andrew. Maxwell introduced the then member of the British royal family to Epstein in 1999. The Epstein files have revealed the extent of the association between Andrew and the sex traffickers. The files included images of Andrew with Virginia Giuffre, who said she was trafficked and abused at the age of 16 and had several sexual encounters with the former prince. Andrew has always denied any wrongdoing and reached an out-of-court settlement with Giuffre in 2022. After Epstein's arrest in July 2019, Maxwell went into hiding. The disgraced financier died in his prison cell a month later, while Maxwell evaded police for nearly a year before her arrest in July 2020. In 2021, she was convicted of sex trafficking charges and other offenses and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Now, Maxwell has faced questions from members of Congress. The Democrats organized the hearing after the Department of Justice and Deputy Attorney General said that following the release of 3 million documents, there would be no further investigations into third parties. Democratic lawmaker Ro Khanna published a list of questions he will ask Ghislaine Maxwell in the hearing, including seeking names of co-conspirators and up to 25 men who sexually abused minors on his private island, as well as asking if she or Epstein arranged or provided access to underage girls for President Donald Trump, who has always denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein. The hearing was held behind closed doors, and Maxwell refused to answer questions so she doesn't incriminate herself. Maxwell's legal team denounced the hearing as political theater. But victims and critics of the government and law enforcement's handling of the Epstein case hope that by questioning the person most closely involved in his crimes, it could provide new information for any others involved, which is why Ghislaine Maxwell has finally been called on to testify to U.S. Congress.